Good morning, guys. It's actually the afternoon. It is 3:23 p.m. and I've had a really slow morning. I slept in really late than I usually do because I have 3 days off of work, which is really nice for me. I haven't really been doing everything that I've been wanting to do during summer break, so I'm trying to just have more cozy days at home and have a moment for myself to really take in my days rather than always going somewhere. But don't get me wrong, I've been having fun times and fun days with my family. I've just been craving a day at home and a day where I can just kind of relax and I don't need to wear makeup or wear a cute outfit. I can just be in comforting clothes and barefaced. I just journaled for a little bit and it felt really great to finally have time to sit down with my thoughts rather than rushing them, because I haven't been journaling for a few days solely because I've been really tired when I am in bed, and then in the mornings I've kind of been on the go, so I haven't really had time to sit down. I also wasn't reading much either, which made me sad because reading started to feel more like a chore than as part of something I love to do and as part of my routine. My plans for the night are to just edit my video because I'm posting it quite late, relax, and read at nighttime because I really just want to wind down. So I'm gonna try to edit for a few hours and after that get ready for bed. And then I also want to give you guys some reading updates. I'm gonna start Heart Your Lover probably soon. I got it on Libby and I've been wanting to read this book and Lily King for a while now. I first discovered her book I think back in 2023, so Writers and Lovers, and I've always been intrigued but I never actually read it. And I think they're kind of connected in some ways, so. Good afternoon, guys. I'm starting off the next day later, and that's because this entire morning I have just been editing my video and relaxing on the couch, so I didn't really do too much. So when I come back home, I just need to clean up my room and tidy it up because it's a mess, seriously, and it needs to be cleaned. I don't like that I've let it become this messy, so I'm just wearing my v-neck shirt from Loft and my pants are also from Loft. They are the linen pants. Anyway, my mom's gonna pick me up, so I'm just waiting on her. We are gonna go to the Lao store to get some groceries. I need to get some mangoes and then go to Home Depot, I think. just discovered this game and I didn't know they had it here at all. I kind of want it. This is one of my favorite fan arts of Carton. I need to get my phone. I need to do some research about this game. I'm going to be updating you guys a little bit because it's been a while. When I started this channel, I intended for it to just be book content with little vlogs and still like lifestyle videos, and I feel like my videos now are more lifestyle, vlog based, cozy, aesthetic videos rather than a full-on talking vlog. I'm going back to my roots because this is where I wanted to center my videos on. I've always loved YouTube, and being able to make videos based on my interest is a dream. I love that I can do that. It's free will, honestly. But I have Heart Be Lover, which if you guys have heard anything about it, it serves as a prequel and a sequel to Writers and Lovers, which I first discovered in 2023. It's actually part of one of my thumbnails for my video, and I've always been intrigued. I've never read it, but I finally got it today as a gift, and I'm so excited to read that after. I've always been interested in fiction, but I never really read fiction in that time when I was a reader back then. And now, ever since last year, I've been so interested in fiction, and I love it. I think it's honestly my favorite genre. I think I prefer it over fantasy, which is crazy. I started off as a fantasy reader, as a Dork Diaries, Emily Winstap girl. Like I've always been a fantasy reader. Fiction used to scare me, and it can still be intimidating at times, but I learn a lot more from fiction than I ever have from anything else. Or no, that's a lie. I've learned a lot from fantasy books, and the reason why my favorite characters are my favorite characters is because of what I've learned from them. But I think through the new changes that I've gone through, my life has changed completely. I think that fiction is where I saw myself more, and I think now, instead of trying to always escape things in my life, I'm looking for a way to kind of relate or to understand and connect my experiences, my feelings, my relationships to the books that I read and what I consume. I've always been intrigued by Lily King, and I really wanted to read this I've wanted to read it for so long, but I never really thought about reading it until now. Even if it's not a 5 stars, I feel that this book found me at the right time, and I'm glad that I read it now rather than reading it at the time that it came out. And it follows Jordan, which is a nickname actually, and I got spoiled about something because I searched it up on my own. I don't know how it connects or whatnot, but there's a whole story on that. Basically, it follows Jordan, who meets these two best friends, and she ends up kind of building connections with them, and honestly building a deeper connection with one of the characters. It leads to their paths aligning more, but as they go on, life happens, things change, paths divert. I'm trying to summarize it in a way that doesn't give away what happens, doesn't give away the plot, because I think it's better to go into a book like this one without knowing the full details. I think it's more of an adventure, and honestly learning the meaning of the title was probably one of my favorite parts of the book. Go into it without really knowing what it's about, just read it for what it is, kind of enjoy the experience of not knowing too much, and it doesn't really require too much thinking, but if you like this type of story, this type of writing style, I think it's definitely an enjoyable book. I do agree that it does tell more than show, but I often find that sometimes I enjoy this aspect in books than I ever thought I would. Like, I actually enjoy the writing style. I think it suits the character. I think it suits the author. I like it, honestly. I think that there's a time and a place for a more descriptive story, and I think this is one of the stories where it doesn't need to always be so descriptive, have such lyrical writing to convey a message or to convey and portray emotions. I personally can still understand or see how Jordan feels through her experiences with other people, within herself, within her career, within her honestly just trying to survive in a world where it's hard. It may or may not be the book for you, but I personally think that sometimes books find you at the right moment, and when a book finds me at the right moment, at the time that I need it most, I'm just so grateful, even if it's not a 5-star. Somehow I read it at the right moment and it changed my thinking, it changed my perspective. It either helped me or it helped me see things differently. I have been reading this book during my break time at work. I've been reading this book every time I get ready for the day, when I wind down, when I'm waiting to eat a meal, when I'm eating, honestly. I read this any chance I can. I want to be in this world. I want to see how things play out for Jordan. I don't know. I feel really attached to Jordan as a character, and I'm kind of scared of what's gonna happen. I'm always a better writer than I am a better speaker and a better storyteller, which doesn't make sense. But have been enjoying this so much. I've been reading a lot today, and I don't know. I don't think I'll finish it until maybe tomorrow or the day after. Those are kind of the updates that I have. I might end the video here. I might end it tomorrow morning, but just in case I end it here, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I try to do a balance of kind of what I do when I'm out, kind of what I do when I'm home. I'm a huge reader, and this is a huge part of my life. Reading is one of the ways that I de-stress, one of my favorite hobbies, one of my passions, and I try to at least read a page or two a day, even if it's not my ideal goal. But just reading every day is the goal, just to be consistent. But thank you guys so much for spending time with me. I hope that you guys got to enjoy this video, and if you did, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked about this video. Let me know if you related to anything. Maybe your reading plans, your goals for the summer, anything, honestly. Just let me know how you're doing too, if you want. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day or a great night. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.